No, I haven't been in any game like this where it's been this close and it's two of the MVP front runners. But it was just another game for us. Hurts has the name, but the film these last couple weeks is all pointing towards Dak. So we have the good guy on our side.
Not that you guys need any more motivation given the stakes that arise in this game, but how much would it mean to you guys to go out and get a win for McCarthy based on what he's been through this week?
It's huge. It's huge for us to go out there and get a win, just based on the goals that we set for ourselves this year. And that comes down is, we want to do this for Coach, but we also want to do this because the thing that we set down in that meeting room and training camp, day one, it's right here for us, and we just got to go out there and handle business. So that's our whole thing going into this week is go out there and do our thing and keep our goals in reach.
Is it inspirational that he had the surgery and he's going to be back on the field and going through what he's going through to be back on the field with y'all on Sunday?
Yeah, and that's just what we expect from Coach. He's been that guy since I got here 3 years ago, and he's just continued to be that guy. He's a guy that's going to fight for us regardless, and he really cares for us. So I don't see him going out any other way other than not being there watching us play and coaching us.
You guys have done a good job in these taking care of business games, a series of games that you even said we're supposed to win these. How do you keep the focus and the execution where it should be now that the stakes are really high again?
It's the same thing for us. Just like what I said. And when I say that, I say, playing against those teams are teams that we should beat bad. And it's no different this week. This is a game that we're going in that we should win. So, we don't go into any game saying we shouldn't win this game. Yeah, it might be a little tougher, but we go into every game saying we should win this game. So, that's just how we're walking around here. Our mentality is, we should win this game. So, by how many points, I don't know, but this is definitely a game we should win.
How important is winning on early downs to keep them out of third and manageable, fourth and short? Because Dan Quinn said they run the ball or play third down differently than a lot of teams because of the way they run the ball.
It's tremendous. I don't know who asked the question, but I asked about San Fran and what they did, and that was part of the reason why they were so successful. You got to keep this team from getting to third and twos and getting them short yardage. When they get the short yardage, that thing is hard to stop. It's like their coach. I think their coach said it's almost like it's 1st and 9, and it's been that way. You can you turn the tape on and you see that little tush push has been tremendous. So you keep them out of those short yardage situations, and then we let our guys go up there and hunt. We hunt on the back end, and that'll take care of itself. But allowing them to play in front of the sticks is one of the worst things that you can do.
Jayron, the last 2 years, seeing Jake Ferguson kind of build, practicing against him, things like that, how much can you appreciate the way that he's, as a young player, has started to elevate his game?
I love it. He can't be guarded, from what it looks like to me, and so it just says a lot. We're competing every day throughout the week. You talk to him, ask him who his toughest matchup is, practice or game, anything. I want to know what he says, but it's tremendous because he's lighting it up. He's ripping it up, and Dak trusts him, man, for the right reasons because he's going out there and making plays every given Sunday.
I remember at the start of the season you talked about how much of a tough matchup tight ends can be. I think it was Evan Ingram we were talking about at the time. As a defender, when a good tight end is on with their quarterback, how tough is that to defend?
It's very tough. It's very tough. It's just you think back to one of the best duos is Kelsey and Mahomes, and you see how hard that is to stop just because they're always on the same page. So you might cover one route, and they're in sync so much that you covered this route, but he's going here, and the quarterback knows he's going there. So it's tremendously hard to stop. But when you go against guys that really are in sync with each other, it's tough. It's tough.
How much did Hurts miss Goddard these past few weeks? I know he's full participation. He says he's going to be back on Sunday, but was it noticeable, the difference without Goddard?
Oh, definitely. He's one of the best tight ends in the game right now. Can block and run. And after he gets the catch, you know, he's good with the ball in his hands. So you can definitely tell it takes a whole element out of your playbook. You know, when you can call plays for a tight end that can get open rather than, you know, you're not really calling plays for a tight end when you lose a guy like Goddard. But you know, when you have him, it just opens a whole nother level to your playbook.
Obviously, Duran's a guy who has a huge knack for getting interceptions, but having watched him for 2 years, I mean, what stands out about his ball skills, and why do you think he's so good at that?
What stands out to me is he scores. That's the number one thing. I mean, he scores. He just broke a record that was standing for 30 years, and you know that's huge. That's huge. You know, I wasn't even born when the record, you know, so you know that's tremendously huge, and that's what stands out to me is just when he get it, he's turning into a running back. He's turning into a receiver. He's turning into an offensive guy, and he's looking for the end zone.
Youth is a beautiful thing. How much have you been looking forward to this game?
Man, this is the type of games that you know you play football for. You know, Sunday night, only game on, and the stakes are so high. You know, being that you know I'm pretty sure their goals are the same as our goals. You know, and you know everybody's playing to get to that Super Bowl and try to get a ring. So, you know, you don't want any other kind of football. You know, this is good on good. This is best against best, and this is what you live for.